Hi guys, welcome to this week's Urban Uncut, and I'm starting this week's episode with a small dilemma. We are in the middle of putting a sign up outside and it is not going according to plan. What's happening, Jan?
I lights me up. Yeah,
We're having a bit of technical issues with the cherry picker, and we have cherry picker number 2 coming around now.
They're like buses, mate.
Yeah.
Working?
Taxi!
Back up, give Jizzy room. That's his name, Jizzy.
What's the Tesla? Oh my God.
Look, 2 electric cars together, look. Has he got more horsepower than yours, no?
I'll move this out of the way.
We're on cherry picker number 2. They're still not sorted it, but we know why. There's like a level thing on every cherry picker, apparently. There's 4 sensors in the corner of the...
Oh, let's come out and see what's going on. I'm getting annoyed up there. It sounds like someone's alarm keeps going off and I can't work.
I'm going to explain to them and you can listen. There's 4 sensors on the wheels, and basically if the cherry picker's imbalanced, it basically goes up in an angle from the building, which will topple over on these cars, which we do not want to happen. So we're putting a little plank underneath, which I'm sure complies to health and safety. Tom?
This is a really boring story. Does it come in hardback? I just came out to see what was going on.
I've had a week away.
I know, I need to get back.
I've just done the intro, so you don't have to do it, because you moan all the time about doing the intro.
I never moaned about anything.
Daniel's son. That was very good.
That was, wasn't it? That was wax.
That?
That was
Did you
wax.
catch that?
That was wax
Right.
off.
I did catch it.
That was wax off. Show me wax on.
Wax on or wax off? Come on, Russell. This is just...
Hey,
Right.
wait for it to get on, though.
Right, up and crazy.
Oh, he's failed again.
We got higher though than last time.
Do you want me to get a couple of ladders so you can pitch them up on top of each other on there?
Pull the handle so I can get down, get on with day's work, mate.
When that was rising up, it sounded like a Tesla at full acceleration, didn't it?
We've already mocked him about his Tesla. I said the electric cars are all out today.
Hey, watch Gus. Gus is.
Whoa! So, from here, it looks like he's
he was
underneath.
it. Yeah. No.
Is this a sign? Excuse the pun, is this a sign? I know it's a sign, but is it a sign?
Brutal, isn't it? It's not meant to be something.
No, it's not meant to be.
Didn't clean the bird bit off first, no? We're just going to do it over the bird.
Steve, is it protocol to go over the bird poop?
No, that'll be cleaned off, mate.
That'll be cleaned off.
That'll be cleaned off.
Look at Steve, 20-year-old with his camera. Yeah, look at Lenny, YouTuber now.
So you got cameramen, all right?
He's cracked about 4 tiles as well.
Literally, if I was up there like now, I'd be like this.
Are you scared of heights?
I hate
He
heights.
wouldn't even get up on the roof.
Is that why you're not so tall?
What? Come on, mate. You're not that much taller.
Are you taller than Lenny?
No, yeah, you're 6 foot, aren't you?
I'm 6 foot, exactly.
He always wears heels though.
I'm 5'10" and 3
He
quarters.
always does wear
He's
heels.
6 foot tall.
I'm 5'11" and 3/4.
He's
I'm
6
5'10" and
foot
3 quarters.
Yeah,
I'm
with
6'1"
trainers
and
on.
3/4.
No, I think I'm 6'1" with trainers. They've got an inch on them, haven't they? They've got about an inch on them. What are you? You're like
6'1.5".
Are you sure?
I didn't
Yeah, I'm supposed to be
realise.
about 6'2".
Huh?
This has become so much of a non-event. We're comparing heights.
The sign's going up. That's
Well, I know. We're just waiting for
how tall we
We're
are.
waiting for the grand unveil, and when they come down, it'll be like that.
No pressure.
Right, so the sign is up and we have some sad news for you. No, he's not leaving, but this is.
This is leaving.
This is leaving.
The old trusty workhorse.
I think he's done about 25,000 miles. He's trekked up and down the country, collecting cars and dropping off and doing errands. And this was the first promotional vehicle that we did.
And the first in this style. Every other Defender we do is either black or either grey with that kind of street look. This is like a heritage look with the white roof, the white wheels. It was something completely different, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we've done these, the grills and vents and the arches on the car in Raptor. Now, Raptor you can put on, it's like a stippled effect finish. It's like for rugged applications. And you can turn up the stippleness.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can have it as a smooth finish like this. This is as smooth as it goes, or you can have it as a really glunky, like, I think they use it in the rear tubs of like pickups and stuff like that. But it's actually lasted so good. Like the finish is like as it was.
This
like
was a really cool car.
a year ago.
Really,
so
really
we've
cool
run this
car.
around for a year. This will be for sale. So if you want to own a little bit of urban history, call him.
Call me.
And can you stop leaning on the cars?
Yeah, we had a comment about me leaning on the cars. A, mind your business, and B, no, seriously, like, what damage is it going to do, me leaning on a car? Look, this is soft cut, this is 100% cotton, right? And this ain't easy. This ain't easy. I'm 16.5 stone, I'm heavy.
What's your fighting weight?
16.5 stone. I don't go down, yeah, I'm super heavyweight, butterbean. Yeah, so just wind it in. Don't do any damage to the cars. I'm tired.
Forget that. Like, you're being abusive.
You're not being abusive. So mind your business. Stay out of the comments. Just
Mind your business and stay out of the comments.
But get in the comments for this.
Yeah, so that brings us on to Pastures New. The new beast. And we need you to come up with the top 3 ideas. And we're going to go with one of them. Should we wrap it a mad colour? Should we do it a print wrap? Should we do it like an F1 support car? We just need some input because this is going to take some beating. What do you reckon, then?
So we actually do need you to get in the comments.
We do.
With some crazy
contrary to the preview.
About me leaning on the car, which I'm doing again. Wacky as you want, as wild as you want, or if you want something to look cool, just get in the comments. We'll pick the top 3 and we'll
render them for next week's show.
Render them for next week.
So what we'll do, we do want something professional though, because remember, it has to represent the brand, it has to look cool, it can't look as stupid as some of the comments are probably going to be.
Go as stupid as possible because I think Justin will have fun making 3D renders of them anyway. So go as stupid as you like and we'll show them next week and we'll give you a little shout out if yours is one of the 3 designs. Shout out. Yeah, bruv. Right, speaking of very, very cool, this is our friend Lee's Defender 110 hardtop. And I think, it's got to be the most highly spec'd 110 hardtop.
Is this the same conversation as we normally have where we say, this is the best one we've ever built?
People are constantly evolving and constantly so we had one about, it must have been about 8 to 10 weeks ago, which was then the highest spec.
Yeah.
This has taken over that because it has got the Recaro seats.
And they're quite nice as well because it's not like
so
our
cool.
XRS. It's gone for like a real slick look with a Recaro.
Bearing in mind, this is an N1 commercial van. So it's run through the business, it's tax and VAT efficient, and it looks as cool as this. There's no cooler N1 commercial vehicle in the country. So this has got...
In the country?
Huh?
In the country?
In the world. In the world. Recaro bucket seats, he's even gone for the carbon interior now.
I know.
Carbon interior.
Are we supposed to sell that?
No, I thought that was XRS exclusive. Right, which one of you parts boys sold that? The carbon interior. Dan, Lloyd, Heather? Keep an eye on them, isn't it? But yeah, so this is very, very cool. Very, very cool. Even carbon handles.
So what did this come in for? Obviously, it's been in for bits and bobs every time we do something new. Excuse me 1 second.
Every time we launch something new, I'll have it.
He has it, yeah.
Right, so that's that. I'm going to take the 90 hardtop over to approved use. Right, I'm going to go and take the 90 hardtop over to approve you, so I'm going to take it on its farewell journey.
Do it.
And what are you going to do now?
Well, if you want to buy that, you know the deal, get in touch.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah.
If you have an idea for the
As
design.
crazy as you want.
And while you're gone, I'm going to show these guys how we've been wrecking the joint.
Good, good.
So this car is now being retired. I've got to take it over to the approved use showroom where it'll be put up for sale. But first, I'm going to take it on a little farewell drive.
Update, Yianni bays, we're only 3 days in and the holes are cut, the supports are back in, the wall hasn't fallen down, and the guys they're doing nothing. Why are you not doing anything, guys? I did ask them to be quiet because of the noise, we can't hear. Anyway, we have, if you come through, this is the progress we've been making. So we've got the air lines going in for the air on both sides and on the rear. We've got the walls in, we've got the roof in. We played around with this 2 or 3 times. We had it there, under the stairs, not under the stairs. Do we take extra space? Don't we take extra space? But we've decided that this is going to be our vinyl cutting and PC and like where we put the plotter and things like this out the way with the vinyls on the wall, so everything in here is in a clean environment. That's a quick update for you. Over to the other guys.
everyone, welcome to this week's Staff Cars, and today I'm with one of our designers, Justin, and his awesome 2005 Porsche Boxster S. Justin, Porsche or Porsche?
Technically Porsche, but I really don't think it matters that much.
I'm just a bit of a chav and I've always said Porsche, but James, our used car manager at Old Stratford, here, he's ex-Porsche, and he has a go at me every time I say Porsche. So I'm going to make the strongest effort to make sure that throughout this feature, I stick to Porsche, because I apologise to absolutely nobody. Anyway, tell me about your car then, Justin. It's a really cool thing. I love the Boxster. It's like, just looking at it, it's one of those cars that isn't too dissimilar to the original concept design, is it?
Yeah, it just aged really well as well for a 2005 car. I think it still looks really modern.
I mean, we said as soon, like, I've obviously I haven't really had a proper good look round it yet, but the interior doesn't really look that dated. I know you've added the double din head unit, but even if you didn't add that, it's still really cool.
It's a really
design.
nice place to be with the heated leather seats and aircon. You can just be in there every day.
I think it's a future classic, isn't it?
100%, definitely.
But I've just spotted on the mileage 160,000 miles.
Yeah, it's she's had some days, but she runs fine. She's still on the original engine. I think it had a replacement gearbox, like 80,000, but
Right.
every car would.
But original engine.
Original engine, which
Wow.
is, and it still pulls. I'm sure it's not the 280 brake horsepower that it was when it was new, but
Yeah.
it's still absolutely fantastic.
So talk to me about car history then. First car.
I had a Mini Cooper S.
Was that your first car?
First car
So
was
is
that. This is my third. I had another Boxster before this, which I'm sure you remember.
I remember that one. That was
And
the
that
one
was-
that left its mark
Yeah.
all over the car park, wasn't it?
That was a bit of a lemon. So I got
Right.
rid of that really quickly, but
Yeah.
then ended up with this one, which is better in every way.
Yeah, I mean this looks so good. So has it been modified? Is it?
Yeah, so it's got 10mm lowering springs.
Yeah.
It's got an aero front bumper, which is a factory option, and then an aftermarket spoiler, which I'm not really sure what that actually is, but
It
looks
looks
good.
right. It looks cool. Yeah.
And then it's got a Miltech exhaust as well, so it
and
sounds
an original Miltech exhaust.
original Miltech exhaust. I remember seeing the receipt for that in
Yeah.
my paperwork, and it was ridiculously expensive. But
But this is your daily. This is
My daily.
a cool usable daily.
every day I drive
And
this
you,
thing, and it's,
you put the mileage on it and enjoy it. So
Yep.
nice. Now you've got the lurgy.
yeah, I'm a little bit stuffy.
You've got the man flu. So
Yeah.
do you mind if I just take it for a little rip on my
Absolutely,
own?
go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Justin has got a bit of man flu, so I didn't really want to be in the car with him. But he did say give it some, so I'm going to do that. But straight away, this is just a nice place to be. Wireless Apple CarPlay, but it doesn't feel old in here. You know, 17 years old. The gearbox is so tight. It sounds good. I'll be honest, out of the luxury marques, you know, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Porsche, Bentley, Rolls-Royce. Porsche is probably the car that I've had least experience with. I've driven a GT3 RS, a 992 Turbo S, Taycan, Panamera, stuff like that, but I've never driven a Boxster. And I know that the Cayman is one of the best driving cars, one of the best chassis, and I assume this is going to be similar. I think you kind of know what you're getting with Porsche. Everything just feels so solid. There's no creaks, there's no bangs. And Justin won't mind me telling you that he only paid like 8.5 grand for this car. It's so much car for the money. The seating position is amazing as well. Just feels like a proper sports car. I'm low, steering wheel's quite high. Now, interestingly, Justin is about, I think he's about 6'4", 6'5". So he struggled at first, but he's put this steering wheel like Boss, like this extender, to make it a little bit more comfortable for him, but it feels great. That's awesome. So 3.2 flat six, naturally aspirated engine. It's it's got some pull. Like Justin says, you know, it would have 280 brake horsepower. Whether it's still got that, not sure, but it feels pokey. Really high revving. It sounds awesome with that Miltech exhaust. What a car for £8.5 grand. And what a daily as well. It absolutely just sticks to the road. And it doesn't feel like a 160,000 mile car either. Like I say, everything is just solid and everything just works beautifully. But look, this is great. I absolutely love it. Yeah, get in the comments. Let me know what you think you could get better for £8.5 grand. Thinking maybe E46 M3, but they've gone up to 10 grand plus, I think. But something like this, a proper sports car. Let me know what you think in the comments. Good facts.
Good facts.
Good facts.
Good times.
Good facts. You're missing all this, aren't you?
Before the world fell apart, we had Dire Straits and Eric Clapton. And the majority of people on this video will not know who the hell they are.
I think we've got a nice mix of subscribers. I think we've got the young to the old and everyone.
This only
who's
came
into
about because I'm playing my new spoiler
You
guitar.
are playing your new. We need to wrap this up because David's just texted me saying that my sausage bap is downstairs that he just got for me.
So if I hang this out, it's going to go
currently
cold.
going cold.
Are we going to end this video on a high?
Yeah.
We have started the new Range Rover, and this is. Can anyone guess what this is? Apart from a 3D printed guitar playing Dire Straits.
I think that's a spoiler.
It is a spoiler, and it fits perfectly. First 3D print fits perfectly. I'm happy. A couple of changes just to the depth and dimension, but
Exciting times though. It's Sport and Vogue, new stuff.
yes. Although I did throw a sort of not a spanner in the works, but I think I'm going to do the Sport first.
Exclusive with a capital X.
Well, we're kind of like renowned for the Sport. I feel more comfortable with the aggressiveness of the Sport design. So I think we're seeing a first customer car being dropped off for some wheels next week. So we'll scan it at the same time. And I want to start work on that straight away.
Perfect.
And then maybe move on to the Vogue afterwards.
Yeah.
The Range Rover.
Sorry, not the Vogue. Sorry, not the Vogue. Sorry, not the Vogue. It's a trim level.
Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
It's the Range Rover.
It'll always be a Vogue in my heart.
It's a Vogue. It's Vogue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Vogue and Sport.
Yeah. Anyway, wrap up.
Right, this week we have had Porsches with Justin. Porsche Talk or Porsche.
Porsche talk.
Porsche Talk.
Porsche talk.
Porsche.
And renovations, signs going up.
Punching
lots
holes
happening.
in walls.
Punching holes in walls. It's been good fun this week. And on that note,
Make sure you share, like, and subscribe.
see you next week.